What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. So, yo, man, I know you guys have already heard the news about Tyron Smith possibly being done for a little bit more than half this season and possibly even the entire season with a torn hamstring. And a lot of you guys have been making remarks saying that, it's time for him to retire. It's time for the Cowboys to move on. And I thought I would kind of touch on this subject. I've even had people say that no, you shouldn't move on and retire because 80% of Tyron Smith is still better than most, tackles in the NFL. And we're going to talk about that for, a couple minutes too. But first, let's just talk about, do I think Tyron Smith needs to retire? First off, when it comes to retirement and things like that, I try to leave that to the player. You know what I'm saying? Because that's their own choice. If he wants to go through the rehab and things that it's going to take for him to get right and get back there on the field, who am I to say that he, can't make it back and, be out there and be a successful NFL player in the league? But do I think the Dallas Cowboys and us as a fan base need to move on? I think the answer is yes. Because at the end of the day, it's not even really like we have Tyron Smith because he's missed so many games. Think about this. Over the last 6 years, Tyron Smith has missed 31 games and has not played a full season, full 16-game season since 2015. Then, think about this. In the last 2 years, he's only played 13 games, missing 19. So it's not even like you really have Tyron Smith. What you really have is Tyron Smith for some games, and then you have another guy that you have to have on the team. Why? Because Tyron Smith is going to miss some games. Me personally, I can't live like that. I would never drive a car that I didn't know was going to be able to successfully get me from point A to point B. I just wouldn't take that car. I wouldn't drive that car thinking that it was going to break down, but if it breaks down, I can just call my friend and he'll bring me my other car. No, that's too much of an inconvenience. The Dallas Cowboys, it is time for you guys to use your scouting hats and your ability to pick offensive linemen, because for the most part, the Dallas Cowboys have done a fairly good job of picking out and being able to identify good offensive linemen. It's time to find a tackle. It's time to move on. Because I'm going to be honest with you, man, I don't believe that 80% of Tyron Smith is better than most of the tackles in the league, because you got to think like this. For the last 2 years, he really hasn't been 100%, because even when he was 100%, he was recovering from an injury. So it's like we probably haven't had a 100% Tyron Smith in the last 3-4 years. And the 80% that I have been seeing these last 2 years, it's not it. So in my opinion, do I think it's time for the Dallas Cowboys to move on? Absolutely. Dak Prescott costs way too much, and you have to make sure that his blind side is taken care of by any means necessary. It is time for the Dallas Cowboys to look for their new Tyron Smith. You guys already know what it is. Never look down because stars up. Peace.